Game. It's the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers on Thursday night primetime.
It was only opened in 2020, but quickly became one of the league's most recognizable venues. You're looking at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over him for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And here we go from L.A. Return coming from the 6. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. So now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by the fifth-year pro who can really fill up a stat sheet, Justin Herbert.
Hey, let's be honest. The only reason the Chargers drafted in the top 5 was because Justin Herbert wasn't available all season long. An injury cut short his year, but it really didn't cut short his production while he was playing. Still over 3,000 yards and 20 touchdowns. Kid, I can tell you, this is one guy that I love. I mean, I love to watch throw a football.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Right to the air is Herbert. And his first pass falls incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Herbert from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. First time this game they've looked to him. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
You know, it's tough to succeed at linebacker in most defenses if you can't hold your own in coverage. They rely on you to break up throws just like that and take some of the stress off the secondary.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. So we'll see the Broncos offense now for the first time. They'll be led out by the final quarterback taken in the first round of this year's draft. A lot of experience from Oregon and Auburn. It's Bo Nix.
I know technically, Kate, that Bo Nix is a rookie. But, geez, watching him perform over 61 starts, 5 years of college football. This is a grown-up. This is an adult the Broncos are getting. So much experience, and he's going to be able to handle such a deep playbook for these Broncos.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Nix starting with the pass. Finds a man. Adam Troutman has it. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Brought down on the effort by Derwin James.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Shotgun snap to Nix. Short pass brought in. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. They'll throw again. Nix. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up third down.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Play action with Nix. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. You don't get too many plays of that size in a game, and that flag takes away one of them. Following the flag, it's 3rd and 7. Nix from the gun. He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Broncos will have a first down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Short pass caught by his tight end. And they bring him down around the 34.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Opening script working gangbusters so far. 1st and 10 now at the 29. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Chased out to his right. He takes it himself. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Stopped by Deion Henley.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Nix off the play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
The Chargers into a nickel set, 3rd down. Nix now to throw. That's caught for the first. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Will Lutz now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Chargers getting their offense set for their second drive. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3 and out to begin this game. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. He gets caught. This is Ladd McConkey. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. Escapes the pocket. He's running with it. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. He finds him in the end zone for an LA touchdown. The Chargers reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Ladd McConkey with a touchdown. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chargers tie this game 7-7. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's Traymon Smith with the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So the Broncos headed out for their second drive of the game. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air. So expect some tighter coverage this time around. The drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Brought in right side. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
1st and 10 from the 41. They'll give it to Williams on the option. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Sent to the ground by Khalil Mack. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. He finds space for a few yards that time. Brought down on the effort by Derwin James. Call that a modest improvement. 3 yards that time, but still a 3rd and 7 upcoming.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. Finds a man right side. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he made sure to angle that one toward the sideline. It bounces inside the 20 and jumps out at the 13. The Chargers offense getting set to take over. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Play action now for Herbert. That's a catch for Hayden Hurst. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Here's the first give to Gus Edwards. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
This offense will take that from their ground game every time. But I know, because I've been around this league a long time, runs like that, they're really hard to come by. It takes everybody. And maybe a little breakdown there on defense, too, to take advantage of.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. On the ground, it's Edwards again. And he works it deeper into enemy territory past the 40. He got 5, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 3.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. To the air this time, Herbert. Hits him on the out route. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. They'll get 18 yards there. And the Chargers will have a 1st.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
Edwards on the shotgun handoff. And he'll have a short pickup down to the 17. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, will largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the 17. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Well, I'll tell you what that deflection is all about is following the quarterback's eyes. DB knew where that throw was going. With that intuition, he was able to get a hand on it and send it right out of bounds.
On 3rd down, Herbert setting up the screen. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
Here's a give inside to Edwards. And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs.
And what a battle of wills we just got to see. Fighting in the trenches on a 4th down run. Trying to play conservative, keep it on the ground to power it across. But there was no overcoming a front just as equally motivated to get off the field.
The Broncos offense all set to go. Now their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Nix. That's complete. It's Javonte Williams. This is ahead for about 5. Stopped by Deion Henley.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Now Nix. Into traffic. Complete. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Caught by the open man. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Complete to Mims. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Stopped by Deion Henley.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
They toss to Williams, headed right. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space, like a chess master, seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and in what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone could finally get to him.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. Completed over the middle. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. We've arrived at the end of one on Thursday night. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We're back to SoFi right after this. Time for our second quarter. Let's see if the Broncos can capitalize in the red zone. From the 20 on second down. Has him on the quick hitter. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest and gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Here's Nix to throw. Short pass brought in. And this one does not go far.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, you call that play to surprise the defense, try to get to the goal line. But a quick adjustment by the defense, well, it kept him in position to make the stop and ruin that play.
Extra defender in the secondary now for the Chargers. 3rd down coming. Throwing here, Nix. It's taken in by Williams. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Nix looking to throw. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take a second quarter lead. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Extra point try now from Lutz. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Darius Davis to return it. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Charger offense making its way to the field. It's a touchdown ball game right now, Brock. 14-7 as they start this possession. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now Herbert to throw. He's got Quentin Johnson complete. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
They'll go from the gun with Edwards. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
On the play fake, it's Herbert. That's completed right side. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Trying an option play, headed left. And he drives this forward to the 6. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Shotgun snap to Herbert. And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! The Chargers can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Lad McConkey with a touchdown! His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends, made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Chargers tie things up at 14. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's Smith on the return. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. The Broncos and quarterback Bo Nix gearing up for their next series. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. First and 10 now from the 30. Nix now to throw. Cut out left. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They'll run the toss for Williams. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
3rd and just 2 to go. Running for the marker with Williams. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there, and he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he hit a seam and got it to the opposing 44. The rookie from Notre Dame able to take him down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
On On second down, it's Williams again. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
Nix with it on first. Completed to Sutton. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Throwing on first down, Nix. And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take a second quarter lead. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Extra point try now from Lutz. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. And they're a touchdown back, Brock, as they take over down 21-14. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Herbert from the gun. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. P.J. Locke getting there for the stop.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
Running behind center with Edwards. And this run is stopped after getting up past the 35. That's going to be a gain of 6, and they need only inches now here on 3rd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Sticking with Edwards here. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. To the air this time, Herbert. Finding Hurst. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Now a give to Edwards, running left. He's got a gain of 6 there. John Franklin Myers coming in to clean things up. That's going to be a gain of 6, and they need only inches now here on 3rd down.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. That's why they got the home run derby. But you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And it brings up an LA first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. On first down, they'll run. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Hey, don't get me wrong, Kate. Every defensive guy, they watch tape in their own ways. But linebackers, well, they're a little bit like quarterbacks. They got to develop that sixth sense by watching that tape so they can diagnose and get home in a hurry like he just did.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Gets this to McConkey. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
First and 10, Herbert. Completed here to Johnston. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. Well, he had a chance to pull up and avoid the hit, Brock, but we knew the outcome from the moment he decided not to and made contact. That flag came out. This one's caught. And nothing doing on that run. Defenders bottle it up quickly.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. Second down coming up.
Line of scrimmage once again, that 7-yard line as they get set, second and goal. Now they'll throw out of the gun. And this is going to be an LA touchdown. The Chargers can tie it up in a second after cutting into the lead. If you're going to complete that one successfully, Brock, you need the perfect throw, just the right touch, and you also need a guy who can go up and get it just like that.
Yeah, need to be able to muscle somebody off the ball if you're not alone. And call me a little biased. Go ahead. I don't care.
You're biased.
But the success of that play does come down to the timing of the throw, Kate. If you don't throw it on time to that exact spot, you run out of room, and you don't give yourself that kind of chance.
Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Chargers tie this game at 21. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Marvin Mims now to return it. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Broncos ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. And a man is there to knock that away. That one vehemently swatted away. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Give to Williams from the gun. And he'll take this up to around the 30-yard line. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Throw complete to Williams. And this one doesn't go far. We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. The Broncos looking like they'll have to punt. Riley Dixon on the punt. And this is the second time he's been brought on to kick it. Takes it in at the 21. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. The Chargers are being led back out on offense by Justin Herbert here. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. They've got first down from the 31. Throwing now, Herbert. Complete out to the right. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Now following that completion, we see a man shaken up. Officials calling for a pause as he gets looked at. Second and 6 coming up here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it.
You know, with some of these tight ends today, you could put 2 guys, heck, put 3 guys on them, and they still find a way to make those catches. With how they move at their size, they really are the ultimate matchup advantage.
Chargers hurrying to the line as the seconds tick away. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And that's going to be brought in. Touchdown, LA. The Chargers get some late points and the lead. Matt McConkey with a touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. And that is his 3rd touchdown catch. Certainly enough to call this a very good game for him. And we're still in the opening half, so what else might he accomplish before we're done here? Dicker on now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chargers break that tie and now lead by 7. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. On the return, here's Mims. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Broncos about to get going on offense. Javonte Williams headed back out now. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now Nix. Diving, it looks close. They say he caught it. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Finds Mims. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Broncos will have a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Bails out of the pocket quick. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Play action with Nix. He's on the move. He has all day back there. And they had that one contained right at the line. Making the tackle there, Joey Bosa.
That's a really good job by the defense right there. Doing something I hear all the time in coaches' meetings. I want to keep that quarterback in the box. I want to put a fence around him. Don't want to let him get out and make a big play breaking the pocket.
Mims with the grab.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
Will Lutz getting the call on 4th down to put 3 up here for the Broncos. From the right hash, 55 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And, well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye as it sails over the end zone, Brock, but with our new kickoff rules in place, that's going to cost them. The football's coming all the way out to the 30-yard line. Here comes the final play of our first half. A final throw before the break. He just throws this one away. We have reached halftime. Already a full game's worth of excitement in just 2 quarters. Now we'll go coast to coast. Jonathan Coachman standing by in our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Chargers were led in the first half by their star quarterback, Justin Herbert. He was on point repeatedly, ultimately finishing with 4 touchdown passes in those first 2 quarters alone.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The visitors are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Nix from the gun. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. That's Denzel Perryman in on the stop.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap to Nix. Pass taken in by Sutton. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
The sideline shot snagged by Sutton. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Second half starts with a run by Williams. And they bring him down around the 34.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. From the 34. Cut by Sutton. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Broncos will have a first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Nix off the play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Stepping up, and he's going to run. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Straight ahead with Williams. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. It's a gain of 4 there, and that'll be good for a Denver first.
I don't know, kid. I didn't think he had it, but that back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the first down. Pops up right away and signals first down.
Right back to Williams on first down. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Sending the tight end in motion left. On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos take the lead right away in half number 2. He hung in there as long as he could. A lot of quarterbacks would have bailed out. And it was what you talk about, Brock, that courage that kept the chance for the touchdown alive.
Yeah, that touchdown's going to show up on his stat sheet making the catch or the quarterback stat sheet for making the throw. But, hey, can we put some touchdowns up there for the big boys up front? It was their blocking and buying of time for that play that led to the score.
Extra point try now from Lutz. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos push their lead to 3. Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. On the return, here comes Davis. This return makes it up to the 25. The Chargers headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Trying it left side with Edwards. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Riley Moss with that tackle. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
They go play action. Here's Herbert. Caught, nice game left side. And he's officially in the enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Johnston brings it in. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Chargers will have a first.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
From the pistol, it's Herbert. Has him on the quick hitter. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Sent down by Cody Barton.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Herbert to throw once more. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it brings up an LA first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Here's Edwards on the carry. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Herbert from the gun. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete.
You know, ball skills, they're not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge gain.
Man in motion here. Herbert now to throw on third. That's caught for the first. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. Now hang on, looks like somebody came out after that play a little shaken up. Not sure we saw exactly what happened, but he'll get some assistance now. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. A give to Edwards. And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. He's got it! It's an LA touchdown! So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
Dicker on now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers take a 4-point lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's Smith on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The visitors and this running back headed back out for a new series. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Tackled on the play by Puna Ford. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here. 2nd and 9. Here's Nix to throw. That's complete to Vele. Give him 13 on that play. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Williams now on 1st and 10. And he's going to work his way almost to midfield. That's stopped at the 48. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
They stay on the ground with Williams. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in a locker room and in the huddle is you can be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Now Nick's on third down. Complete to Mims. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Ball on the 45, first and 10. From the gun, a carry by Williams. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Second down now, 7 to go. Out of the gun, it's Nix. That one's caught along the left sideline. That one goes for 25 yards. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Still on the move, coming to the line for first and 10. They send a receiver in motion right. Up the gut they go with Williams. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the carry, though. It's 3rd and 7 now.
You know, when receivers have room to operate, that's a play that can totally gash a defense. But, Kate, when you get down here in the red zone, it becomes so much tougher because you have a whole lot less space. And, in fact, you'll see defenses swarm like that one just did.
Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Will Lutz getting the call on 4th down to put 3 up here for the Broncos. The upright's 31 yards away, dead ahead. Bertolet able to knock it through. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Well, that's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Finds McConkey. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Herbert now off the play fake. Brought in right side. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second down now, 7 to go. Here's a give inside to Edwards. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves them with third down and 6 to go. To throw, Herbert. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And the Chargers will have a first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. No place to go, so he just threw it away. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Got a man, Palmer has it. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. We've reached the end of the third quarter on this Thursday night. It's Chargers football as they try to hang on to a lead in a close game. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. It's Edwards on the carry. And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Herbert now. And he finds him in the end zone for an LA touchdown. The Chargers grow the lead to 7. Lat McConkey with a touchdown. His 4th receiving score of the game. That is his 6th passing score of the game. A lot of quarterbacks could go several weeks without throwing that many touchdowns. And now, keep in mind, he's only one off the NFL record of 7 in a single game. Dicker on now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chargers grow their lead to 8. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's Smith on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The visitors and Cortland Sutton taking the field once again. And he's been reading the coverage, dare I say, Brock, even better than his quarterback has all game. I mean, he just continues to find openings and make plays in this second half. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 32. The screen pass falls incomplete. Looking for the back that time. And now it's 3rd down.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. Pass taken in by Sutton. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Here comes the Broncos punting unit. Riley Dixon, the one to kick it away. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And a fair catch made here at the 17. This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. It's a handoff here to Edwards. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Herbert back to throw. Completed over the middle. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Shotgun snap to Herbert. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Broncos get set to take over. Denver ready for another offensive possession. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Play action with Nix. It's taken in by Williams. We'll head out of bounds after a small gain.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
This is Williams. And he doesn't find open space. He only finds a defender who makes the stop. No gain on that one, and now it's 3rd and 8.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Nix off the play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. Taking off with it again. It's out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
2nd and 3 now. Throwing now, off play action. Got Williams, and it's complete.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Here he goes on the bootleg. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Give to Williams from the gun. And he runs this one down across the 35 and inside the 30. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
That's what I call a rhythm starter right there. The offenses love execution plays like that on 1st down, Kate, because now that playbook is wide open. All options on the table for 2nd down.
2nd and 1. Cut by Sutton. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Throwing here, Nix. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty. Had to balance, focusing on the catch, keeping those feet in bounds.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap to Nix. This throw is caught. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
They'll throw again. Nix. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
So the incompletion on 1st. Here's 2nd and goal. It's a design boot. Buys time, rolling, and he'll score. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos down by only 2 in the 4th. It's a Bo Nix touchdown. His 5th total score of this ball game. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
They're going to try and run for it. And he gets into the end zone. This one all tied up here in the 4th quarter. But we all knew extra point was doing nobody any good there. Got to go for 2 in the tie. They do. They get it. And just like that, we're all squared up here in the 2nd half.
Squared up, brand new ball game, even Steven. Who is Steven? Do you know who Steven is?
That's a really good question. No, go ahead. Go ahead, though. You take it.
I don't know who Steven is, and I don't really care because it's a whole new game with both teams totally alive.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Running behind center with Edwards. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. On the ground, it's Edwards again. Oh, he lost the football. And the Broncos corral it.
You're using this play to try for a 1st down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for 3rd down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. They'll come up 1st and 10. On the give, this is Edwards. And this goes across midfield and into Broncos territory. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Sticking with Edwards here. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. To the air this time. Herbert. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
Such a terrific job by the receiver. You can't give that route away. You got to run a curl. And the best curl and go, hook and go, out and up guys, Kate, they run that initial route full speed. He did. Got the defense to bite, and the play went right over his head.
Herbert on 1st down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Second and 3 now. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. That one ends up a gain of 6. And it brings up an LA first down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. They go play action. Here's Herbert. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
In a situation like this, you got to be a fixer. I mean, this game is hard, and you get into known passing situations, it gets even more difficult. But when you don't get rid of the ball and you take another sack, you make this 3rd down a near impossibility.
Broncos bringing out an extra DB. 3rd down coming up. He'll throw it. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target could make a play on it.
A big try coming up here for Cameron Dicker. All spotted on the left hash, 49 yards out. Tracking for it, and it's good! And late in the 4th, they have grabbed the lead.
Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's Smith on the return. And look at this return. He's brought down to end that return as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Catch is made down the right sideline. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play as well as a new set of downs.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helps set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
1st and 10 after that last highlights. They're at the 30. Looking to throw it. Finds him on the slant. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
The drive picks up here. 1st and 10. To throw. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes. Incomplete.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You've got to shake it off and keep on firing.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Throwing now. Brought in by Vele. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
The throw is caught. And he will score and give him the lead in the final minute. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
Now a crucial point after to stretch the lead beyond a field goal. And it's good, so they take the lead, and the extra point buys them some breathing room. A field goal does not tie it now. Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. On the return, here comes Davis. And this drive will start inside the 25. Out comes the offense now for the Chargers. They find themselves down here in the fourth after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's on the move. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Two timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Cut at the 10-yard line. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. He'll look to throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Motion man is the tight end here, going left. Setting up to pass. And he will score and give him the lead in the final minute. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minute.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And, Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
Extra point upcoming. This to put it to a field goal game. And he shakes out the pressure to nail the point after, and now an opposing field goal would only tie this game. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. On the return, here's Mims. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. This offense running out for a new series, led by their running back. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. Defender smart there to get a hand on that one. So that brings up 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Finds Mims. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Now with just 10 seconds left in our game, we've got a timeout. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Throwing on 1st down, Nix. He's on the move. He keeps it and takes off. So they're going to go ahead and call a timeout here. Only 3 seconds left in the game. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. One final shot here. Trying to push it deep downfield. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So the Chargers come away with the win in this one. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the victory. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chargers as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.